Hey, welcome to the second course video for the song Gone by NF from his album Hope. Now, this also features Julia Michaels. In these videos, we do a deep dive into the lyrics and meaning behind the music. So let's get in, see what Gone is all about. All right, I think from just a first listen through of the song, it's quite apparent that this isn't necessarily coming from NF's kind of first point of view, although it's something I think many people can relate to at some point within their lives. Obviously, NF is married, has been married for some time at this point with children. So I don't think he's necessarily trying to write a song about how to reconcile or like well wishes toward a past love. There are some speculations, and this was kind of in the about section, that possibly it was that Julia's verse allegedly is written about an ex-boyfriend. Allegedly, an artist that goes by Love or Lauv, L-A-U-V. Who knows? All that being said, I do think it is a very beautiful song. This idea of kind of a relationship ending that maybe we just, were too immature at the time or couldn't see things right or ultimately just weren't the best for one another, but that I don't wish ill upon you. So with that, let's get in and take a look. Verse 1, always saw my glass as half empty. It was never full. You were always passive and I was irresponsible. So it's obviously two sides, neither of them, kind of both of them recognizing the different things that possibly led to the end that they had. Didn't have a chance, but we were scared to let things go. Young, in love, broken hearts, holding on to our false hope. Had your whole life planned out. I had no clue who I was. Gave it all we had, but guess our all wasn't enough. Wonder where you're at now. Did you ever find the one? Hope you're out there somewhere happy. Sometimes I think of you. Which is just ultimately a sweet sentiment, right? And it makes me sad the way you left, but I'm glad you did. It was for the best. Which is ultimately kind of a mature thing to say, right? The realization that maybe he wasn't willing to take the step or didn't have the guts to take the step or was just holding on to something that maybe wasn't going to be, and recognizing the other person stepped out, literally and figuratively, and was willing to bring an end to it, but also looking back and saying, man, that sucked or that hurt. But now that I look at it, like, I'm glad that you did that. All right. And then the chorus, I pray someday you find yourself somehow, some way with someone else. Don't wait. It's too late to keep holding on. Yeah, I'm already gone. And then we have Julia Michaels. Yeah, I couldn't blame us breaking up on being too young and being too dumb and being too caught up on past traumas. But the truth is, we just weren't right. We planned our whole life and we both knew we should have just ended on the first night. And I know if I would have stayed with you, I would have been down on luck and done with love. And done too much to make you stay, second guessing and resenting all the love. I could have gave to someone else, got carpal tunnel from holding on to what we once felt. I'm happy for you. I am. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I am. And once in a while, it's true. I think about you too. Yeah, I do. I think about you too. And then them together. Makes me sad the way you left, but I'm glad you did. It was for the best. Repeated chorus. And then you have the outro. I'm already gone. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, it's a really straightforward song, but I think it's a mature look back, right? Of just, I recognize where I was doing poorly and where you were too. Like there were just things that kind of added up to bring this thing to an end, but I'm ultimately glad that we didn't try to hold on to, and especially even in her verse, that idea of like, because there was someone else that I was able to give my love to. And if I had been holding on to this thing, I wouldn't have been able to invest over here. And then just looking back with, again, not an ill will, but I hope that you found what you were looking for as well. And I'm glad that we didn't ultimately work out. So absolutely beautiful song. And I'm sure there's so many people out there that can relate with this song. But enjoyed their voices separately in this, and really enjoyed their kind of harmonizing, their duet together. They just did a phenomenal job. Well, let me know your thoughts on this song in the comments. If there's anything that you saw that I didn't see, or maybe you have a little more insight to this song. Thanks for being with me. Hope to see you in the next one. So we're eating good.